starting to develop a real fear that I might come unstuck fuel-wise today, because of course, as ever, I've forgotten that Sundays in Europe have far more bearing than they do in England, and I'm also taking a much more rural route. So, with that in mind, the next petrol station I see that's open, I think regardless of price, I'm going to have to stop. This one, is it open? Is it closed? It's not any bloody open and you just drove past it. Oh, there's a guy selling really big tennis balls. Odd choice of product. Of course, the Spanish for tennis balls is melones. Ah, Petroval. Petroval looks like it's closed, and I wasn't paying attention to the signs. That thing I said earlier about thinking it would get cooler the further away I got from lunchtime, it's so wrong. It's just got hotter and hotter. I think it's because I'm going inland. Ah! Damn it! Regret that. I think they need a bit more space here. Gulp, I need some petrol. Gulp, not just any petrol. Gulp, I need some petrol. Gulp. I hope that's their jingle. If it's not, then that's very disappointing. Good afternoon, sports fans. Well, that is now an extra 17.04 litres just went in, 1,932.6 miles travelled. Please enjoy my wonderful fuel economy numbers while I crawl up to this chap with his rather gorgeous Ducati 748. Hola. Hace mucho calor. Chap with that Ducati 748 that I was just chatting to at the petrol station, not only made me feel really good in that the place I'm ultimately staying at tonight, he said, is absolutely beautiful and it has a historical castle, which is nice. He also then said he lives in Valencia and that if I wasn't actually pulling through the city as I'm in the area, it would be terribly disrespectful. He said I should call into his house and we could have a nice cup of tea and a cuddle and maybe touch each other's. At that point I asked him to leave, but I did take on board that maybe Valencia is worth a look. The sat-nav says I'm going to get to Morella at about 7 o'clock, so I reckon I've got an extra half an hour to spare. Literally just like Alicante, just to breeze through. Hopefully it'll be a bit faster moving than Alicante was though. God damn you! Such deathly unimpressed stares from people. Oh, here we go. Not going to say anything. You all know how I feel. Well, that's quite a construction, isn't it? Say that beats the shit out of Vauxhall Bridge, doesn't it? Wow. What is that? Kind of aerospace museum, I think. Man, I'm all over the shop here. It's all very fancy, isn't it? I think I'll stop in the shade, thanks very much. Look, everybody's waiting for me. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're all so kind. Thank you. And there's Valencia Beach. Wow, that's massive. Can't really see it though. Bit of a shame. It is epically big though. It's like really nice sand too. Beach volleyball. A few too many speedos being rocked there for my liking.
And then I stopped to change my camera battery and completely forgot to plug the microphone back in, so I'm afraid you have to miss my hilarious joke about David Hasselhoff. Until I realise how much of a plonker I've been, here's some Spanishy sounding music.
Unbelievable. Seems some people just have no sense of personal space. I was parked just there, sat where the guy in the blue shirt is. Not even this bunch of people, but a different couple parked the car over there and then sat right next to me with a baby, whinging and crying and screaming. And then they buggered off, and I was still sat there having my coffee, and then this whole bunch came and sat next to me as well. There's two other benches, I think, I can't even remember now. There's other benches, one of which was just as much in the shade, yet they come and raid my peace. God damn you people! Anyway, we are very close to the part where I get to come back off the motorway again, which I'm very excited about. I'm bored off of my tits of going in a straight line. I just want to do some bendy stuff and then go to bed. Said the gymnast to the ringmaster.